What's up guys, Jaden here, and today I'll be doing a quick tutorial on my revised video on how to do Mecanum Drive for FRC programming in Java. Okay, so in order to do this, you'll have to start up by creating a new project, and we'll be using an iterative robot, so let's just name this. Oops. And right here. Okay. So first up we need to do our imports. So first up we'll need to import robot drive, joystick, robot drive motor type, and the type of motors we'll be using, our motor controllers. So for this video I'll be using the Victor. So import edu.wpi.first joystick and import next up is robot drive oops, and finally the motor type. So okay, so next up we have to create the motors, the motor controllers in the code. So Victor f left equals new Victor, and because the RoboRio starts off at PWM port 0, we'll start off with port 0 as well. So Victor f right, we'll have to do this 4 times, so we'll have front left, front right, rear left, and rear right. So new Victor port 1. Okay, next up we also have to create create robot drive, but not use it yet, so just initialize it. So robot drive, robot, let's just name it robot drive. Nothing's happening to it now, so we just create it right there. And finally we need a joystick. So joystick stick equals new joystick, and USB ports start off at port 0, so we're using port 0 right here. Next up we need to create this little piece of code. So public robot, and this is where all the code that's to do with running your robot drive and getting that all set up happens all in here. So we start off with robot drive, and this is where all of the motors will be set up for robot drive. New robot drive. Oops, forgot a capital letter right there. And we start off with F left, F right. Wait, no, rear left, sorry. Rear left, F right, R right. Just like that. And no capital on the D. So these are just little things you have to take note of. Make sure you have all your capital letters right, or else the code isn't going to run. Next up we have to invert the left side motors, because when you try to strafe, the motors need to be going in opposite directions. in order for the robot to go left or right. This won't affect going straight, backwards, or turning in any way. It's just to help with the strafing side of Mecanum Drive. So robot drive dot set inverted motor, and first up we're going to be doing the front left. So motor type dot k front left, so the front left motor, and we have to set inverted to be true. Next up we have to do the same thing with the rear left channel, so robot drive dot set inverted motor and motor type dot rear left channel, and we have to set that to be inverted true. And that's it. The final line of code that we need for this is just set the expiration for the robot. So robot drive dot set expiration, and the time that is standard is 0.1 seconds. And next up we actually have to be able to drive this robot in teleop periodic. So we go down to this public void teleop periodic line right here, and this is where we're going to start inserting all of our code. So first off, I always like to set safety enabled to be true. And now comes the part where we actually use the Mecanum Drive. I usually put this inside of a while loop, so we'll do while. And the conditions that I use for this is operator control and is enabled. Okay, and now we do robot drive dot Mecanum Drive. So this is now where we set how we're going to be getting the X, Y, and the rotation values. And above we did a joystick, so we do stick dot get X. So this is for getting the X value. For the Y value, use stick dot get Y, and finally stick dot get Z. So one thing you have to make sure of is that your joystick has a Z axis on it. The Logitech joystick that is given has the Z axis, but just make sure that you have one if you're using a third-party joystick. And the last one is for a gyro sensor. We don't have one in our robot, so let's just set that value to be 0. Finally, you have to always set a timer delay. So timer dot delay 0.005 is what we use for ours. And that's basically it. That concludes the tutorial for how to make a Mecanum Drive robot. Okay, so one thing that you also have to make sure of when you do this is make sure that your actual Mecanum wheels make a cross shape where the angle of the little spinners on the wheels all point to the center of the robot, making an X look. If you don't do that, then Mecanum Drive will not work, so make sure that you're doing that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.